And we are live. Welcome to Thursday to Rise Up and Thrive. We are here talking about zero net cost benefits. And what is the benefit of zero net cost benefits? Well, I definitely love talking about zero net cost benefits because I think it is the best thing since sliced bread. If you are an employer and you have at least 20 employees, 20 full-time employees, you may qualify for this special program. And a lot of employers, that's one of the biggest things that prevents them from being able to scale in their business because they're not able to secure full-time employees because they don't offer benefits. And so I think this program is a win, win, win all across the board. So what are some of the benefits of an employer offering zero net cost benefits to their valued employees? I mean, just the sound of that to me sounds incredible, but there are also some dollars that they get to put into their pocket. They're going to receive some discounts on their workers' comp because the zero net cost benefits actually reduces their payroll. And workers' comp is based on the company's payroll. So that alone will help the employer save maybe 20-30% or more on those worker comp benefits, and that it can put significant dollars back in their pocket. Also, the employer does receive $620 credit per employee annually. So if you have a few employees, that can really add up. And there's all kinds of ancillary benefits of having benefits for your key employees. So why do smart employers say yes to employee benefits? And those benefits are the benefits without a price tag. That's the beautiful thing about it is you can provide these rich corporate style benefits and this white glove service that we offer without breaking the bank. How many times do we get things that cost us nothing but really add value to us? These are real corporate style benefits that are valuable. They will add value to your employees. They will feel much more valued. They will have benefits that allows them to take care of their family. And really for the employer, think about this. Our brand is everything. These days with social media, no matter who you are, people are looking for you. Whether you have something online or not, if you're not on social media, that says something about your business. But if you're on social media and you're doing things, that also says something about your business. And believe me, your employees are talking about their company online. Other employees potential employees are looking at your business. They're looking at your social media. They're looking at your comments, like what are you there for? How do you show up? So all of that is part of your brand. You may not even be aware of. And also what that does is you're giving this value to your employees. And so now you're increasing your morale, you're increasing your camaraderie, and you're able to bring this value to them, which costs you nothing. I mean, that's amazing. So that's what I want to share about zero net cost benefits and why smart employers say yes to employee benefits. If you have at least 20 full-time employees, this is your opportunity to stand up and say, yes, I want to provide medical benefits to my valued employees. But today's not about me. It's about my incredible team. And I want to know what they have to share today about zero net cost benefits and why smart employers say yes. So start us off, Christina.
Well, smart employers say yes because PR, PR, PR. You nailed it, your brand. And right now, all over LinkedIn especially, it's going really, really wild. Your LinkedIn account belongs to you. So uh, while it is really, really strong, business to business marketing and companies wanting to really leverage on organic marketing by their employees, asking them, oh, you're employed with us now. Make sure you posted that you work for us on LinkedIn. Like all our company posts and all those things. Great. It works well if your employee loves you and if your employee is satisfied with the company culture that you're building. But there is another trend that is super strong that is for personal brand, from people building, their own visibility on LinkedIn that says, wait a second, it's your account. If you want to talk about where you work and all the great things that you're learning there and all the great perks that you're getting there, great, right? But this is you. This is your name. You are your own brand. So now more than ever, you want to be able to if you want that organic growth, that that LinkedIn organic growth or any other social media platform, you really have to curate your offering. You have to curate your company culture. So smarter and smart employers say yes, because that's another thing that attracts value employees. That's another selling point. Why should somebody working for? Why should somebody come and work for me? That's a selling point. I offer something special. I show that I care. So that's one of the reasons. And then, let's get to the nitty gritty. You get $600 for employee enrolled. So, you like you look at the revenue, you look at your profits and losses. That right there, it's a money maker. So it's almost like having passive income. And other things I'll let the rest of my colleagues share, because there is so much involved here. It's amazing. But yes, PR here on LinkedIn right now is very strong. Two sides, business to business marketing, leveraging organic marketing, with the employees talking great things about their company, and also stronger feelings about individuals owning their own LinkedIn account, their own LinkedIn presence, and really deciding to post about what they want to talk about and express themselves freely.
Wow, I love that, because think about that. If you're trying to attract top talent or you want to attract customers, most employers are trying to attract somebody to purchase their product. What great marketing than to have your employees out there kind of doing that groundwork for you, sharing the good news of where they work and what they love about where they work. And, there are a lot of companies that have been very, very successful because of what they do for the community and what they do for their valued employees. It makes me think of this this shoe company. I think it was called Tommy Lee. I'm not sure. I might be I might be misnaming it, but they actually, Tommy's, I think it is, they would donate shoes for every shoes that were donated to them, that were purchased from them. And they
Oh,
become, what was it called?
I believe it's Tom's.
Tom's. Okay. And that company exploded because people might have liked their shoes just from how they look, but they loved the idea of what they were doing for the community. What they were doing is they were actually helping somebody else who didn't have shoes. So think about that. That is so profound that you said that, Christina. I absolutely love that. Thank you for sharing us. And next up, I'd love to hear from Mr. Tim Keller. Mr. Tim, would you like to share with us today?
Yeah, I always like talking about healthcare at work because one of my old jobs, we definitely used our healthcare all the time. I mean, we paid for it was one of the big things, but we definitely used it. And I always remember at the doctor one time, the doctor was like, usually when I get someone your age in here with your kind of work, I get a bunch of red lines on what treatments I can provide, but yours is all green. So what do you want to do? And I always thought that was great. Like having good healthcare coverage from your job is extremely important. And it's one of the things I've always credited my old job with. So having this opportunity to provide other employers is extremely great. And I also just realized when I was doing the math in my head that if you got 20 employees and you get $600 back, that's 12 grand a year. And I don't know many employers that would turn that down. So I can't wait to be able to provide this to employers. I think it's great.
Yeah, that's so great. I'm so glad that you're a math whiz, because I couldn't even calculate that right now. I got to use my fingers and toes and a calculator, right? But absolutely, what business would like to have an extra $1,000 a month? That's basically what it's equating to. Could you invest more into your employees? Could you invest more into marketing? Could you hire a social media person to get your presence on LinkedIn, right? And on the social platforms? Listen, that is so valuable. Many small businesses, that's the difference between them making their business and losing their business. That's the difference between them staying in business and going out of business. So that's a great point there. So with that, I'd like to hear from Miss Sharon. What do you have to share with us this evening, Sharon?
Okay, well, I love zero net cost benefits. Like Tim and Christina have said, because there's so much that we could say about it, more than we can put into the one LinkedIn Live, even though we do it every Thursday. But I think for me, there's a couple of things that I really want to bring to light here, or to reiterate, and that is that when you take care of your employees, you are automatically increasing the revenue and the productivity and the motivation in your business. Because when you take care of your employees and you take care of your employees' families, because for most employees who have health insurance do have their family, their wife or their significant other or their children on their plan. And so if they don't have to worry about what's going to happen if or when somebody gets sick or injured or something like that, that's going to take their mind and free up their their energy, their resources in their mind to really concentrate on their work. And so I think that's really important. The other thing I want to say about it that's really important is what most employers don't realize is that they're already paying for these benefits. These benefits are coming out of their pay period through tax, through tax deductions and all those kind of things that come out, payroll tax deductions. They're already paying for these benefits. So this is offering the zero cost benefits this way is just a way to make sure that that money is getting used smarter and that money's coming back to your own business. Because if you're not using it, if you're not enrolling, then that money is helping somebody else's business. And you deserve to have your money help your employees and your business and your brand. So I just want to know, and there's much more benefit to the employer too that we can't cover in one night. But I just want to let people know that there's so many what would seem hidden benefits to it. But we can teach you what others don't want you to know. And it's really no risk to you or your employees. And the only thing that you really have to grapple with, which we're going to help you through, is there's a lot of paper that you need to get through. There's a lot of things you need to do to get to see if you're qualified. But that's not going to be on you. That's going to be on us helping you to make sure that you meet the qualifications. And we'll basically hold your hand through the whole process of getting qualified, seeing if you're qualified, getting you enrolled. And then I can speak for our team. Our team is going to be with you to be your business advocates and be with you the entire way through, from the qualifying process all the way through and beyond, to make sure that you're receiving white glove service and being taken care of the way you and your employees deserve to be taken care of.
Yeah, great wisdom there. So you are, as an employer, you're already paying for these benefits, so your payroll taxes. All this is we're shifting where those dollars go. If you don't take advantage of these benefits, your payroll taxes are going to pay for your competition down the street, who is going to talk to Miss Sharon and get you involved. So we want to make sure you're taking advantage of that, keeping those dollars in your pocket instead of sending them down the street. And absolutely, such great wisdom. I love that. Zachary was having some internet trouble, but he has this comment, and I love this comment. He says that the silent killer to work productivity is your health. And I cannot even highlight this comment too much. It is absolutely true. I have been helping small businesses with benefits for almost 20 years. And I will tell you, I sit down with the employees. They may have 2 or 3 employees or 5 employees. Well, I always offer to sit down with every one of those employees, whether they're full-time or part-time, just make sure if there's anything they need, any questions they have. And they always ask, why doesn't my employer get benefits? What do I have to do for our employer to offer us full-time benefits? And sometimes they'll ask me, do you know anyone who's hiring that gives medical benefits? So it's really critical that if you qualify, it's a foregone conclusion. Say yes to employer benefits, employee benefits, because that absolutely does reflect on you. It will benefit you. If your employee is concerned about their health, they're concerned about their mental health, they're struggling, they may not show up. If they show up, maybe they're not there completely with their intention. Maybe they get hurt. Maybe they cause someone else to get hurt. Maybe they cause an accident, or maybe they just do something that they're not being productive. They're not bringing the company value that you would like them to, that you know that they can. And Zachary also says the easiest way to bottleneck your workload is by having employees who don't have adequate health care, work inefficiently, or take multiple days off due to being sick. Tailored healthcare benefits resolve a lot of those bottlenecking issues, and you are so on point, Zachary. They will take time off of work, which costs you money. So we're talking about giving you money. What about the cost of not providing benefits? What is that costing you in the form of days off sick, in the form of not attracting that top talent, in the form of causing additional maybe accidents because they're not there with full intention. They're worried about their loved one who needs to have medication or have some treatments. Listen, this is a whole thing that I think everyone should have benefits. Everyone should have access to healthcare. But unfortunately, in our country, that's just not the way it works. So we're doing the next best thing. We're bringing zero net cost benefits and highlighting this incredible opportunity for employers that have at least 20 full-time employees. And if you're close to 20 full-time employees, maybe you have 18 or 19, would this benefit afford you the ability to hire those extra workers? And if you're kind of teetering, maybe you've got 47, 48, but you would like to get to the 50, but providing benefits and all the other things that's required of you, this could be your opportunity to be able to hire that staff who is looking for a job. They want to work for you, but the medical benefits you're not offering is costing you that top talent. It's costing you to have that ability to expand and grow your business because you're not able to provide their benefits. Well, here we are. We're the superheroes. We've got capes. We're here to save the day with zero net cost benefits to those smart employers who say yes to employee benefits. Wow, wow, wow. Great, great stuff. We're winding down here. Thank you, Zachary. Even though you weren't on stage, you always add a ton of value. We appreciate you so much, Zachary Simon. Honored to have you. So we're going to kind of end it up here with a quote. I love this. Sharon started this new tradition. I absolutely love that. So if you'd like to share a quote, I'm going to tell you what's coming up for me. Listen, Dr. Seuss says, no one is more youer than you. I love that. Because, you know, growing up as a kid on food stamps and welfare, wearing high water clothes, I got hand-me-down clothes from my uncle. So I was always wearing boys' clothes that never fit me right. And we would always get shoes that would last for a year because we got one pair of shoes. And guess what those shoes were? Some of you won't know this, but some of you might know this. Okay, I'm going to date myself here. They were waffle stomper shoes. Okay, these hiking boot type of shoes. I got made fun of and kicked around all the time. But you know what? And I was very, very quiet, very, very shy because every time I would say something, my parents and their friends would always like make fun of me. I was really a bright little kid and I would notice things. And instead of highlighting that I was noticing things, they would make fun of me. Oh, that's not what it is. And they try to discount me. Well, you know what? I found my voice and now I'm me. And I would say there's nobody more youer than you. So you do you. That is my words of wisdom. That's my quote. So go ahead, Christina. You have a quote that you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, from a poem, Mary Oliver. Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life?
We all have that one wild and precious life. And you know what? We need to get wild, right? We need to have some fun. We need to be us without the governor. How many of us are holding back because we're afraid of what others think. And I will share this. I've shared this before, but people make fun of me oftentimes because they say, why are you talking so much with your hands? Why do you always have your hands everywhere? I don't know. That's just the way that I found my voice, and it's just who I am. And I'm being my own wild me, and I want you to be your wild you too. So I love that. It's a great quote, Christina. How about Mr. Tim? Do you have a quote you'd like to share with us today?
I am gonna have to find a new quote, but I'm gonna stick with the one I've got, which is we're all gonna die, but at least if you have some insurance, you can die on a mattress.
There you go. I love that. Stay with Chris Rock. It's working for you. You can rock that out all day long and twice on Sunday. That's what I say. Zachary actually has a quote here, or let me see. An effective team working on a multi-million dollar project is a healthy team. Please don't lose millions of dollars to sickness and health concerns. Go get you some health care benefits that are zero cost to you. I love that. I think everybody should go get them some benefits. So, Ms. Sharon, do you have a quote that you'd like to share with us? And Zachary, if you have a quote, go ahead and put it in the comments and I will read it for you.
I do have a quote, and this quote is actually from an acquaintance of mine's son who lived by this quote, unfortunately lost his life in a motorcycle accident at 21 a year ago. But this quote has stayed with me ever since I found out about it after he had passed away. And the quote goes like this. It says, "Be who you are and let everyone around you love that person."
Yeah, I love that. Thank you for paying tribute to your friend that lost her precious son. I mean, we never ever intend for things like that to happen, but gosh, things happen all the time. Things happen all the time. So absolutely, I do believe that what we're doing is transformational. We're on a crusade here. We really are. We're on a crusade to bring zero net cost benefit and start a revolution. We're going to have every employer talking about these benefits and every employee asking their employer, why don't we have these benefits? I heard about a company down the street and they have benefits. We are at the ground roots level right now. There's only 2% of companies who are eligible who even know about these benefits. So if you're an employer and you know other employers, maybe you don't qualify, maybe you don't have 20 full-time employees, but you know of other companies, other employers who do have at least 20 full-time employees, please refer them over to us. We do have a referral program. We will pay you $250. That's right, $250 for every referral who moves forward with the zero net cost benefits. And I want to say hello to a few of our friends who've joined us. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Mike Drop, David Jones. Thank you for joining us. Yes, please download my new Wall of Wealth, my incredible interactive Wall of Wealth, and take my financial quiz at leahgarcia.io. I have a Biz in a Box, which is more than a website. Also, Derek, thank you for joining us. Great to see you. And my good friend, Miss Kendra Knoll from Boomtag Media. Oh my goodness, Kendra, I love what you're doing on social media. I am just loving your stuff. If you're looking to upgrade your social media game, please get in touch with my good friend, Miss Kendra Knoll. She also just started her podcast. I'm so proud of you, Kendra. I really am. I love what you're doing. So that's going to end it for us. It's always fun. We're here every single Thursday to talk about my favorite topic, one of my favorite topics, zero net cost benefits. And listen, this is why what we said today is really why smart employers say yes to employee benefits. It's because it's going to put money back in their pocket. You're going to reduce your workers' comp premiums. You're going to put some $620 per valued employee back into your pocket. You're going to increase your brand. You're going to increase your pool of clients. You're going to have increase your company culture and really just have your employees who are singing your praises and giving you the accolades for giving them the opportunity to have a job. How many people are looking for jobs these days? You would be able to expand your business providing zero net cost benefits. So that's what we want to share today. Thank you so much, everyone. We appreciate you. Great to see you from your neck of the woods. I know Mr. Mike Drops in Thailand, him and Miss Tara Bush, Miss Christmas. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, everybody. That's going to do it for us. And remember, this is 2025. This is your year to rise up and thrive and be the best year of your life. If you're looking to make extra income, you want a passive income stream, we'd love to talk to you because we are looking to take this national. All right. We're California and New York, but we need many other states to populate. So give us a call. Talk to you all soon. Thank you so much, everybody.
Hey there, I'm Leah Garcia. Have you ever wanted a career where you truly make a difference in people's lives? I'm building a team of driven financial and insurance professionals, people who want to help families and businesses protect, distribute, and transfer their wealth with confidence. If you're passionate about guiding others to achieve financial security, then you're exactly who I'm looking for. Join my supportive, growth-oriented environment and unlock your full potential. Ready to take the next step? Visit leahgarcia.io and let's start building your future together.